Petty Row is live. And I'm in her comment section. Petty Row, my homegirl, you know what I'm saying? No tea, no shade or whatever. I love her. So I'm in the comments, and Petty Row was dragging, or I don't know, talking about Trina, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm in the
How?
comments exactly how you would imagine. It was pretty bad, right? But Petty Row had told Trina that she was going to talk about her for the next couple of days. I'm sorry, that's my ice maker. According to what I heard, right? So, I'm in the comment section, I'm just watching. I'm not really commenting. And then people started talking, like, damn, she ain't got no power. And I'm like, she has power. Like, let's not. And then they're like, well, damn, she ain't got no food. I'm like, yeah, she has food. Let's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, in defense of Trina. Well, Trina
Like
was
correcting the comments, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But Petty Row was asking me questions. Commenters were asking me questions and things like that or whatever. So pretty much I'm answering their questions. And the questions really pertain to, did I tell Trina that she can come and stay with me? Which I did.
You
Right?
did? Okay.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Because although we raised all of that money, on Friday, the day that I left, Trina went live saying that she was still getting evicted. Right? Then she was like, well, they just saying that they're not going to renew my lease. Right? And so, excuse me, I'm kind of hoarse. Y'all, I'm tired. It's late. But she said, yeah, well, they're not going to renew my lease. Me and my baby are about to be out on the streets, whatever. So I told her, Trina only stays about 15 to 20 minutes away from me. So I
Oh, I
told
didn't
her,
know
like,
that.
we're not finna let you and that baby be on the streets. If need be, you can come stay with me, hell. Like, but we're not finna have that. You know what I'm saying? You'll still be able to get to your people. I'm not that far, whatever. If you need somewhere to go, we can take you. And if I can't take you, my son can,
Yeah.
So,
It's gracious of you.
thank you. So, okay, no. So I go on the trip. I have a grand old time. On the way back, that's when Petty Row Lives happens, right? And I'm defending Trina in the comments, and I'm answering questions at the same time. And somebody in the comment section that Trina called me pathetic, right? I screenshotted that. And also, I got a screen recording saying that Trina was like talking shit about me because I was in
Why?
Petty Row's comment section. While they were bashing Trina, I was in the comment section, but I wasn't talking about Trina. I was taking up for her, right?
Okay.
So
you mean like she took, and I'm just spitballing. I don't really know. So you're saying that it seems like she took offense that you were over there.
period, because they were talking about her, even though I had just offered for her to come and stay in my house,
Okay.
right? So in short, she felt like I was being fake, but I was taking up for her. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so as I'm landing or whatever, I'm getting screen recordings, but the Wi-Fi was horrible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, when I get home, I'll watch it. We could watch it together on live. Cause they're like, she talking shit about you, and she like, oh no, not Kay. The person who said me and my child can come and live in her house, being in Petty Rose comments, kikiing, but she cares oh so much about us, like in that kind of tone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, really? Like, damn, what I did to you? You
Yeah.
know? So finally I get home, I get settled and everything, and I go live.
Yeah.
Right? And I played the
Why?
screen recordings on live. I had
Can I
been
ask you why?
why I went live. Because at this point, I'm hearing from multiple people, and these are reliable sources of mine that I'm being talked about, right? But I went live,
Oh.
not initially bashing her or talking, smack about her or nothing like that. I played the screen recording, and I said, I air my discrepancies, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, these are the issues that I'm having. Because why am
What
I
were the
getting
issues?
right? Well, the
What
issues
were they?
were that I'm getting calls saying that she's, talking junk about me and calling me pathetic, and like I just helped you raise all this money to keep you and your daughter out of homelessness, and also Even after we raise the money, you still claiming that you're going to be homeless, right? But then you're saying, okay, well, they just won't renew a new lease for me, right? That's how she's trying to mask it, in my opinion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I go live because everybody is, like, Kay, did you hear what she's saying? Oh my God, are you listening? Did you hear whatever? So I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm gonna go live. Y'all can come tell me then. I can't give all of these people my phone number or my
Yeah.
IG or like that's just gonna do entirely too much.
Yeah.
So I go live so they can tell me whatever. When I go live, I play the screen recording. It was my first time hearing it with the viewers, right? And exactly what they said happened.
Yeah.
Exactly what they said happened. So now I'm my feelings are hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm offended because like I genuinely wanted to help. My intentions were pure. There was no ulterior motives. I stood nothing to gain. You know what I'm saying? I just genuinely did not want to watch this woman and her child go into homelessness.
So can I ask you a question?
You can ask them many questions. Go for it.
So when you were in Petty Rose Live in the comment section, and then people started alerting you like, oh, Trina is saying disparaging things about you. Did you, when you left Petty Rose Live or at any point in Petty Rose Live, did you reach out to Trina privately? Like, hey, no.
No, I reached out to Trina publicly because she was live. I went over to Trina's live and asked her. Trina told me that all that she said was, if K-Dub thinks that I'm talking about her, she can come over here. And I did just that. And I asked her, and she said no, she wasn't.
Okay, so then that's kind of like
For
cleared
me,
it.
that was enough. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
So I leave her live and I go over to go back over to Petty Rose live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And boom, I land and I'm listening to it. And yes, you did. You were doing everything that they said you were doing. Right? Because I got screen recordings.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. Here we go. Here it is. But I kind of figured it was going to happen because things were not starting to add up. And it's very seldomly like we going to pull the wool over my eyes twice. Fool me once, shame on you.
So what was not adding up for you?
The evictions, the amounts of money, the tears, really, the amount of people that she's reaching out to. A lot of things were not adding up. A lot of things weren't adding up. And tonight alone, like my cup has overflown with information about this young lady and her finances and things that she's been, people she's been reaching out to, people she got money from. Once she got the money from them, she blocked them. Just all kinds of shenanigans. Okay. But that's after the fact. That's once everything was already exposed, So, we're going to back up to my live or whatever. I decided to go live because now my feelings are hurt, right? I'm like, I did nothing to you. This is completely unprovoked, right? And I'm like, why? Like, what did I do to you? What's the point? What's the problem? Trina wanted to focus on the fact that I heard that she called me pathetic, right? I didn't say that was my main focus. My main focus was the fact that I offered my home to you and I helped you in any way that I saw fit or any way that I could, you know what I'm saying, to help you. And you talking junk about me on the internet. It was hurtful. It was very disheartening. So I'm like, okay, fine. And then the rest is history. I've been live a few times. She's been live a few times. She's trying to paint this narrative of me being a villain. Her heart told her, her gut told her not to come stay with me. No, baby, you just got somewhere to stay and you want to keep begging. That's what that is. But you can have Trina up here. I'm not going to sit here and bash her and all this other stuff.
I don't think she was here like
10 minutes ago because I saw her.
Yeah, like, in TikTok world, she was 3 comments ahead of you. So like
she's probably still here.
Yeah, and I would really like to talk to Trina. Like,
Good luck. A lot of
now
people want
what
to talk.
happened with, because somebody, I know Rose's not in this, but somebody had mentioned Rose. Rose had nothing to do with this, right?
No, well, Rose was there in the initial live, like I said, to help raise the money. Trina has since then doxed me. Trina has hinted or insinuated that my children would touch her child. Trina, yeah, it's gotten very deep.
In 2 days?
And that was in an hour, darling. That was in the time span of an hour. Of like, no. Yeah.
She doxed you?
Yeah, she did. She dropped my phone number. And then she tried to say that I doxed her daughter's information. Trina told me that her and her daughter had been victims of essaying. Her daughter might not remember it because she was 3 at the time, so she doesn't really remember. But all of that happened. I never disclosed that information. Trina then posted text messages between her and I of her telling me that, right? First, she doxed that whole situation first and tried to say that I did it, right? I pulled up the receipts to prove my innocence, right? Because she was saying that she told me that she was fearful, or she was
Concerned,
yeah,
right?
concerned. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say fearful. She was concerned about being here because I have a 17-year-old son, an 11-year-old son.
Yeah.
But she
Which is a,
never
which is
told
an
me that.
understandable fear, right?
It's completely understandable,
Yeah.
right? But she never told me that. What Trina expressed to me was that she wanted to be cautious simply because her and her child had experienced SA, and I'm a stranger. That's completely understandable, right?
Yeah.
She never said anything about my sons or that she had any concerns about my sons doing anything to her daughter or anything like that. In fact, right? After I reassured her that her and her daughter would be safe, Trina then texted me after that and was like, "Well, I think I'm gonna give me and my daughter a hotel for a couple days, and then we will come, there if that's cool."
Yeah.
And
Okay.
those are her words verbatim. So it was never an issue as to her being fearful for her daughter because of my sons. But she tried to put that jacket on my kids, and I spazzed.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
But yeah, Rose can come up and give you a better recap. I think she's asleep right now,
She's
though.
asleep. Yeah. Damn. This is crazy. Because I know you and Trina were like, I've seen you defend Trina.
Yes. 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 But now all of a sudden I'm the villain.
I wish Trina would come up here. I'd like to talk to her.
It's given like Trina wants a storyline so that she will get more viewers over there and more people to donate. That's what it makes me feel like. That's the vibe that it gives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I want my 20 back.
Yeah, I want to hear from Trina. Like, what happened?
I
Like,
mean, good luck. A lot of people want to hear from Trina. Trina and I were on a panel earlier, and I tried to address her, and she's like, "I'm not talking to you," and I'm like, "Well, I'm talking to you. I need to know what's up. What happened? What did I do to you?"
what did Petty Rose say? Is that because that's how it began, right? What did she say?
A lot, a whole bunch. They were dragging Trina. I'm not gonna lie. And yes, I was in the comments, but I didn't participate. Petty Rowe also came up on my live
Uh-huh.
and confirmed that I never said anything malicious about this girl. I ain't try to attack her. It was
Yeah.
nothing like that. It was
Yeah.
more so like me defending her.
Okay.
That still wasn't enough.
Now the now what's going on with they're saying Trina's behind the screen record page?
Yeah, Trina. Okay, so
Uh-huh. So tell me about
a
that.
person came up and noticed and pointed out that every single time, what the hell is the name of this page?
Detention.
Detention, yeah.
Mhm.
Every time detention is up, Trina is down, and whenever Trina is up, detention is down. Like you never see the both at the same time or whatever. Well, tonight, we were all on a panel together, and Trina, this is exactly how it happened, right? We
Okay.
were all talking or whatever. It was Trina's turn to talk. Everybody had muted up to let her speak, and she was like, "Well, hold on." Detention was also on the panel, right?
Does
She was
detention
like,
ever
"Well,
speak?
No, never. Never spoke. Just came up on the panel and muted.
Okay.
Right? Trina said, y'all gotta hold on real quick. Give me a second. Detention then posted a provocative picture of Trina, and Trina dropped down.
Provocative how?
Okay, so
like
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely disclosed the fact that Trina is an ex-worker.
well, we
That
all
she
know
works for.
that. Yeah.
Right. And I found all of the pages and all of the profiles that she created or
But she's
whatever the case
public
may
about
be.
that. She's very public
Yeah.
about X work.
Right,
I
right.
mean, at least from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the picture that I posted tonight, Detention posted as well, and then Trina dropped out the box. But the heat was already being put on her. Nobody was talking to Trina really except Rose. And she was like, well, hold on, let me make this very, very clear. I'm not about to argue with 7 people. The only person that was talking to her was Rose. And all that Rose was asking was, in short, right, what did Kay do to start all of this? What did Kay do? And then that's when she was like, hold on real quick. And then all of a sudden, Detention posted the picture of her. And then she dropped out the box.
Does the I blocked that page. Does the detention page ever talk? Ever?
No. And the Detention page also has a video up with Trina's profile saying, go follow Trina. It's Trina is behind the Detention page.
You think?
I'm almost 100% positive. I'll say, when you get a DNA test, what is it, 99.999? Yeah, I'm that sure. It's her.
Dang. So I blocked that page because one day they came into my comments and they said something really nasty. So I blocked them. I'm not going to repeat the comment, but it was really nasty. So I blocked them. I hope it's not her. I would hope it's not her.
It is her. And in my opinion, that Lovely page is her as well.
What's that page?
It's a page that says Lovely with like these 2 red flowers on it. In my opinion, I believe that's her as well. But I don't have any proof, so I can't really
Here's
say.
the thing though, the detention page, 99.9% of the time, they're rather harmless, you know? So if it were her, allegedly, as Petty Rose say, allegedly, does it matter? You know, like
It does matter because she's trolling using that page in the comments.
Yeah.
And she's trying to stir things up in the comments using that page.
Because that comment that the reason why I blocked that page specifically is because of the comment that was in, they were that detention page was spamming my comments one day with some really nasty stuff that, again, I won't repeat back, and I blocked them.
It's Trina. And again, I think that Lovely page with the 2 red flowers on it is her as well. But that's just my opinion. But I know the Detention page is her. I know that.
The comments are really extreme. They're really extreme. It took me back. I was like, huh. I don't know if it's her or not. But for the most part, from what I've seen from that page in the comments of because they've been in my live before and in other lives, it was usually harmless until like I got hit with a comment. I was like, ugh, block. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was like, ugh.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I usually say, I don't care if screen record pages are in here. Just don't say nothing mean or ignorant. You know, to me, if you go, splice your video up, you can say whatever you want to say on because that's your page, that's your business.
Right.
However you want to turn, however you want to take your screen recordings and edit it, that's your business. But don't say nothing in my because it's like people, we consider our lives our safe spaces. So.
Right.
Don't say it directly to my face, but yeah.
Yeah, well, she definitely, I don't know, Trina been on some bullshit, but at this point it's like Johnny had 6 apples. What happened to the money, LaShondra?
Well, again, like, because I hate talking about money. I just, gosh, and that's crazy because I've seen how you and I don't know if anything is going on with her and Rose. Maybe that's just somebody just threw Rose's name in.
Rose is catching strays. That's all. because she was. I called strays because I was in Petty's comments. Rose
Yeah.
called strays because she was in my comments, and it's gonna continue to go on like that. She's blocked several people that were on my panel, several different people that were in my in my comment section. Trina was in my comment section at one point in time, and I invited her up because I said that shit smooth to her fucking face. I'm not about to play both sides of the fence, and I don't say nothing once that I can't say twice. But Trina is blatantly on some bullshit. She talked about my children. She talked about my parenting. Like I said, I went to Chicago for the weekend. I did not take my children with me. My children are older. Again, like I said, my son is 17. My daughter's 15. You see what I'm saying? I left my
Yeah.
children here, and I went on a mini vacation with my honey by myself. And she's like, "Yeah, well, you left your kids there, girl. My kids is damn near grown."
J
You
to the
talk,
L said Steph is actually your fault. Her and Rose got into it. How? Those are grown people. I can't be. I'm not trying to laugh. That's not a funny matter. There's nothing funny about this.
no,
There's
it
nothing
don't
funny
bother
about
me.
this.
Fine.
But I am one autonomous adult looking out for one autonomous adult. I can't be the Arthur of other people's angst. You see what I mean? Like, if you got angst, you got angst. If they ain't got, not me catching a stray. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I
You don't
can't
catch
tell,
some.
I can't tell full grown adults what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you invited her up here. If she don't want to come, that's on her. I'm quite sure she don't, because she don't have a way to defend it. And every single point that she tries to prove can be debunked. Trina said this past Friday, that she was getting evicted. She said that the lady was coming to her door. The lady told her, a lady came and knocked on her door and told her, well, we're not going to give you the eviction notice today. This was Friday, right? We're not going to give you the eviction notice today. We're going to wait until Monday, and we're going to come put it on your door. Monday was yesterday. Well, day before yesterday now. Where's the eviction notice? Anybody seen it? It's 746 people in here.
Oh, you said she didn't like that I sent Rose that cash. I had to. Rose gave a stellar performance. Hello, beautifully gifted. You said she didn't like that you. Oh, you're joking. You're joking about the cash app. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. J to the L. Don't get blocked. Don't get
I
blocked.
wanted to tell you just about why we think detention is her.
Okay.
Jet had she had put
Is
out
this Gen X, the
it
person who talks in third person?
it is
I just
Jeanette.
love that. I love
It
that you
is
do that.
Jeanette. Yes. Yes.
Hello, Jen.
So she posted detention posted a video, right,
Uh
of
huh.
saying go follow Trina, right?
Uh
So
huh.
under that page, the hater now said, Trina, is this you? Let me find out we family now, because she's a blogger.
Yeah.
So the only thing she said, she didn't say, nah, this ain't Trina. She
Yeah.
said, all she did was put a heart in there, and that's it. Now, like bloggers do tell people to go follow anybody. That's not our
Yeah.
MOS. We don't do stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, we don't do stuff like that at all. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like a giveaway. And then her comment was a giveaway. Most bloggers, if you say, oh, you're this person and that person, and if it's not, they're going to be like, no, it's not. That's
Yeah.
not me. They'll tell you
Yeah.
straight up, no, it's
Yeah.
not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, like, it's just how she's been maneuvering. Who she's posting is what I thought was the problem, because
Okay.
you've been posting Diamond a lot. When you first came out, that page came out, it was all about Diamond and Hoover, Diamond and Hoover.
Mhm.
And it's just certain things. And then Chastity came up while we were all in the same live tonight, with K Dub.
Mhm.
And she said the same thing. Trina was trying to do a green shot of something. She was trying to show them something, and she accidentally had a screenshot of the logo of the detention page.
Yeah.
And she hurried up and scrolled past it very quick
Mhm.
so y'all wouldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? And she did it a couple times, Chastity said. And Chastity said that's because she can't sleep at night, so she's in the streets watching. You know what I'm saying? And this happened late at night. So everybody's kind of been watching it.
Piecing it
And just
together.
like I said, yeah, it's like little things that's been happening. It's just like when I came up in the live because they were like, when that picture came up of the new, of the little provocative picture
Hmm.
that detention put up, everybody started saying, no, 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 detention, no, 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 that's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that. Telling to take the picture down. And so I'm sitting down in the comments like, y'all don't know that's Trina? And they was like, oh my goodness, you're going to upset Trina and da-da-da. And I was like, that's Trina. What are y'all talking about? So I jumped in the box and I said, that's Trina, right?
Yeah.
Y'all don't know that's Trina. That's Trina doing it to Trina. You know what I'm saying? She put up her own picture. Nobody has that picture. Nobody has that picture, and it's a solid picture. There's nothing in the way. Even though K Dub had shown a clip of it, K Dub's whole body was in the way of it. She never showed she showed her face. She didn't show the whole entire screen. Like she
Yeah.
never did that. You know what I'm saying? And so when that happened, then Jet, the Hater Now page came up and explained why we thought that she was detention. And so then after that, once that live ended, let me tell you what's been happening. Now detention is coming after everybody that said something about her being detention. Because now she's coming after me, which we about to party. Okay, she don't know. Gen X don't mind partying, baby. I'm about to eat chips on your ass. Okay, don't play with me. Because I will drag you on Ooh Child. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. It's okay because I don't mind partying. I don't mind dancing. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? But she's coming after, literally, detention page is coming after everybody that was even talking in that live. And that's how I know, because, like, okay, so that video that Jet wanted everybody, because I'm skipping something,
Hmm.
Jet was trying to show everybody why we thought that she was Trina. So
Hmm.
in the midst of the live, now mind you, the video was up. In the midst of the live, she's like, yeah, go to this page, go to the 7th line, go to the 7th video, and it's on the right-hand side. That's what Jet had told everybody to go do. Guess what? The daggone video disappeared just like that. It went down just like that. Disappeared. Just disappeared. If that's not Trina, then why is detention moving like Trina? We're talking about Trina. Detention shouldn't drop that video for what? If you're not Trina, there's no reason to not let everybody see it. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not Trina. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little things that she's been
Little,
doing
little
today
clue.
that really tells you, yes, that's her.
Wow. Gosh, I missed a lot.
Oh yeah, it's been night and day, baby, night and day. Child, I've been ooh childing the whole entire time. I'm running out of iCloud space.
Yeah.
I'm being for real, K Dub. I'm trying to tell you, okay? Nigga over here moving stuff, moving this, just to, I gotta keep this recording going.
So I need to go back to the part where someone said that Trina was upset about the Cash App I sent to Rose. That's not real, right? That they're joking, right?
No, I think she was upset about that. Just like she's upset with K Dub about sitting in my girl Petty Rose panel. It's a thing. If like I've been around her for what, 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've known Trina and I've watched Trina's pattern. Does Trina have some things going on with her? Yeah, she does. She has some things going on with her, but the things that has lasted so long. You know what I'm saying? If people are graciously giving you money, and I wish people would graciously give me the same money they give her, literally, okay? But if you're graciously giving people giving you money, why wouldn't you tell the people where their money's going? You know what I'm saying? I do it. I've got supporters that support my business. I don't tell those who they are, but they support my business, right? I literally will do a video and show you where your money goes. I'm an open book. If you
Hmm.
graciously give me money, because you're not working for Gen X, you're working for you. You know what I'm saying? You're working for just you and your life. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But she's not willing to do so. And she doesn't want you to ask her either, because she said it's none of our business. And I'm like,
But the thing about money is that, like, I think it's a matter of, I don't know, the way that and this is just me. It is not, it's, it's my opinion, but I think it's just a matter of philosophy, like what's ethically correct, right? Like, what are the ethics behind giving and what are the ethics behind disclosing? I think so, right, to me in my head, it's like it's a matter of ethics, and I just feel like there's no right answer, It's like,
yeah,
and so I know we're all having these like conversations about it. We have back end conversations about it, front end conversations about it. I just feel like there's no wrong answer. I feel like every situation is, um, it's just that's just how I look at it. And maybe that's just because like, it's just one of those conversations like, where does God come from? It's a matter of opinion. If you're
right,
a person who is, believes in divine command theory, comes from the sky. If you're another person who believes that God is within ourselves, like, it's a level of theory. So that's how I look at it. That's why I
right,
always have a hard time like discussing it publicly. I'm like, I can have 1,000 conversations on the back end about what this person did with this dollar and this, that, and that. But like, would I make it a forward facing discussion? I don't know. And there's really no wrong answer in my
right,
personal opinion. There's no wrong answer to it.
right.
I think it ultimately sucks when you're the topic of that conversation that literally there's no wrong answer, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I know people are like, oh, Steph, I'm just always conflicted because I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah. I think for
you
most
know,
people, Steph, I think for most people, and I've been sitting back watching this, right? And I'm
yeah,
talking about, I've been watching this for years. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Because I was trying to figure out when people going to stop running into the brick wall because you're butting your head and you getting knots right now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I understand that if a person needs help, then they need help. And we
yeah,
all at one point probably need some help. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
yeah,
when you see a pattern of you giving and giving and giving, and it's nonstop. And then you start questioning in your head, huh? You getting evicted and you just footed out. You just made 3,000 and some dollars. You made 4,000 the other day. 3,000, 4,000. What are you doing with your money? Like the questions are now coming up in people's heads. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But
Like it's
the
starting to,
ultimate, but the thing is, like, although the questions arise in our heads,
right.
the question, all right, I try to post to the audience is, what are the ethics behind discussing it publicly, and who is the author, who is the person who is ultimately authored to have that conversation, right? Like, again, we can go back to the Bible, and it's like, he who is without sin cast the first stone. He who is not broke can ask the first question. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right,
Like,
right, right.
that's how
I
I
get
look
you.
at it. Like,
Yeah, I get you. I get
who
you.
is the one who should be asking the questions? So I'm like, I just always just like, I don't know, just, but
I
Jay,
think
Jay to
that
the,
some people are just like I said. I think that some people are just kind of like K Dub. I mean, K Dub didn't ask for any of this. She was just
yeah,
trying to be kind. The fact that you just turned like Jekyll and Hyde on her, because that's basically what happened. It was like a Jekyll and Hyde moment. Like, what
yeah,
happened? I did what to
yeah,
you? I didn't do anything to you. So why are you coming at me the way you're coming at me? And I
yeah,
think it's the same thing when it comes to the money issue. I think it's just a matter of fact thing of, hold on, is this real or fake? You know what I'm saying? You're telling us this thing, but yet you're getting evicted. You know,
yeah,
you're saying that you're asking for money. People are giving and giving and giving, and you're still getting evicted, evicted, evicted. And it
yeah,
just doesn't make sense in people's heads. You know what I'm saying? So, it's the question thing. Did
yeah,
people give from the heart? I'm sure they probably did. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Most people
yeah,
do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But they still have those questions.
Yeah,
Those
I know the
questions are going
questions.
back.
I'm always conflicted about who is, like, I'm always just conflicted about who is the one who gets to ask them
Ask the
publicly.
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
without backlash. But J to the L, what's up, girl? How you doing?
Hello. Okay. So I was in the comment. First of all,
I
you
saw
said
you.
okay, because I've been here. I've been on your page since when that white man broke out of jail with that guard, and you told that story. That's when I
Oh
first came up
yeah,
here. So you said you can't know. So I can't get blocked. So anyway, I was joking about the part where I said that it was your fault 50%. Because if you didn't care, it wasn't your fault, but it started there. And I don't know if he was paying attention.
I was
When
not.
Rose did that recap, number one, she got up there and she kept getting interrupted several times. You would ask her to like tell the story, welcome her up, and Trina would hop in and just like start talking or saying something in the middle of her talking, number one. And she kind of was letting that slide, being polite. They were still cool. And then she ended up doing that whole recap. And at the end, everybody was giving her praises, saying like how good she did that, how detailed she was.
Yeah, she did a great job.
And then you cashed app her, you asked for a cash app, people put in the comments. And then Trina at the end just kind of said, I mean, it was cool, but I mean, everything wasn't right though. So
I
that's
guess I
kind of
missed
where
that part.
no,
Oh,
yeah, that's where people kind of was like, oh, because didn't nobody really think that they had anything going on between them. They was cool. But her interrupting her and then at the end, like dry shading her, it's like, what's going on here? Like, do you got a problem with her? Like, I thought y'all was cool. And I think before then it even started because I guess Kay had went live, I think, and then Rose was sitting in there. Kay, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if that was after or before Nosy's live.
That was before.
It was before.
She
Okay, so she already kind of was feeling some type of way then, right? She was sitting in Kay's live when Kay was just discussing. She wasn't being shady or nothing. She was just sitting in there. And then she was also sitting in Petty's live. And so she would catch Rose just sitting in these places. And since then she would say throw little shots at Rose or
but you
whatever.
know what? To
But it's
Trina's defense, she's not the only one who said that Rose missed some points because I believe also $2 said that, but $2 corrected it.
no, $2 had corrected Trina. Because remember, Trina got up here and was telling the story first. And she was getting some stuff wrong. She said that the situation happened in Peach Live when the call happened with Medina or whatever the case may be. I know she said it happened in $2 Live. It happened in Peach's Live. And $2 was in the box in Peach's Live. Like she just kind of, Trina was telling it first, essentially. She got some of the things wrong. So $2 came up to correct her.
Okay,
And
thank
then
you for
that's when
correcting
Rose
me.
started telling it. Rose didn't tell anything wrong in her recap.
Yeah.
But
So you're saying from your opinion, you think that that Trina was slighting Rose, and that's kind of where the split began from
Yeah.
that recap.
it
Oh,
kind of it started there kind of. And then she just, I guess, was upset that Rose was in other people's lives, not shading her or anything, but it kind of, at least from the outside, I don't know if she felt some kind of way before then, but from the outside, like just as a viewer, just hearing that comment kind of is where people kind of would start like, hold on, like, what is this going on here? That's when I feel like people's antennas went up and they start kind of telling Rose, like, okay, we feel like she being shady. Like, what was that? And Rose just like, no, we cool, we good.
so
Just
but
kind
Rose
of,
and Trina, they did from
they
the
were still
last two
good at that
days.
point.
From the last 2 days I've been gone, they didn't have a fallout. Just K Dub and Trina, correct?
They didn't have a fallout, but I feel like people start peeping the little like strays that Trina was throwing at her. I don't, their status now, I'm not sure, they haven't said officially, but people were kind of like nudging Rose, kind of letting her know, like, are you catching this? Like, she's saying all this stuff. You defending her still, you having her back, you not saying nothing towards the situation, and she keeps saying this stuff that's like very shady, like.
Yeah, and sorry, Jay. Rose did say today that, listen, you know what I'm saying? I keep catching these strays from her and I don't even know what's going on. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I don't understand why she's doing
I
that.
wonder if did Rose ever elaborate what the strays were that she felt that they were or no?
Yes.
And to add that was that she just kept saying little slick stuff. And she
Okay.
wasn't really paying no attention. She said that on Peach's live. I'm not sure if she went to another live and disclosed exactly what it was, but she
Yeah.
said like she just kept, saying little slick stuff, and she was catching it, but she like, wait a minute, are we cool? Like, what's going on here? Like that.
Okay. Wow.
And
Oh,
some people are putting in the some people think it was the Cash App, the money. I was just joking with that part. But it seemed like
okay.
no, I don't think it was not. Some people tell in the comments they think it's that. I think it's more so for some reason it was like the praise she was getting for the recap. That's what it seemed like to me personally. It seemed like it was the attention and again the praise she was getting for telling it that she didn't really care for.
I wish Trina was here. I would like to talk to her. I mean, I think I'm gonna just DM her privately. I'm gonna know what's
And
golly.
that could be incorrect. It's just from the outside again, just
Looking
outsiders
at,
viewing
yeah,
it.
that's what it looks like.
It just seeing from the comments, it was like, oh, that was kind of like, I mean,
Shades.
it was cool, but like, damn, okay. It's like, when you hear people, oh, I see you got your new little car. I see you got your little shoes on and stuff. It kind of gave like a backhanded compliment type of thing. Most people are not going to be outward haters, so they going to just do like a little backhand compliment, and that's kind of what it gave.
Concrete Rose says she blocked Rose. Oh my God.
Yeah, she blocked her immediately after that.
Golly. It is bad, huh?
Somebody did make a point when Rose was on Lovely GA Peaches live. She hosted today and she had everyone that's involved in this situation on the panel. And
Yeah.
Rose got up to kind of I guess clear out and just kind of again recap. At that point she still was very neutral, not picking a side. And Peach asked Rose, like, hey, what did you come up here to say? And Trina, I'm sorry, said something in the comments about I'm not finna talk to somebody who sat by silently or something like that. So again, y'all supposed to still be cool. Rose has let them strays go and ain't said nothing about you publicly, even though you've been shading her. And she get up here just to recap, and Peach asked her to talk, and you talk about I'm not finna talk to nobody who been sitting silently. You wouldn't address her. At this point, she thinking y'all still cool, it's no issue. And again, you in the comments throwing strays.
Golly.
So it's just kind of been like, I feel like Rose has been giving her a lot of grace and trying to be understanding because she don't want to pile up on her, even though it seemed like everybody else has the issue. Even on the panel, she said, I don't want to make it seem like people jumping on you, and she still wouldn't. And she had the opportunity today in Lovely GA Peaches space.
I saw GA in the comments. She wouldn't even talk to her.
No.
Yeah, she had everybody up there. So she had Kay up there. She had Petty Rowe. She had Rose. Anybody that was involved in the situation was there for the opportunity to kind of like clear it. And she kind of wasn't really. So that's why I don't think she would come over here anyway, because she had the perfect opportunity there with everybody.
Well, so from what I heard, Jay, someone just sent me a message. They said that she's here.
Yeah, she was in my comments, or she was in the comments.
She was earlier.
No, I mean she's here now. I just got that message.
Oh, well, she
She's not gonna come up here, but she's here.
Yeah, she's in here.
I like to. If she doesn't want to talk, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna DM her anyway. After this, just to just to see what's happening. Dang.
So there was an opportunity to kind of like have a understanding and a resolution in GA Peaches live, because everybody was there to kind of like clear out each thing, but
Petty Bro must be knocked out.
She probably is, because she was live earlier.
Okay. Lord. That's a lot.
It was calm too. It wasn't like a whole bunch of yelling, arguing. So it could have been a civil conversation with each party, but it wasn't. She didn't seem like she was open to that. She just was in the comments saying, see, this is why I don't say stuff. The narrative is going to be pushed. When you just started your live here, she said people running with situations from the past. Like, yeah, the comments be different than what happens when.
Yeah, I guess so. And the person in the comments, Carmel Joy, baby, are you okay? Are you all right? Okay, are you all right? You talk about we were rooting for you, we're all rooting for you. Boogie Boo. I need you to just take a deep breath, honey.
Okay.
I just need to, I just need you to Deep breath in, deep breath out, because you just sound really like stressed out. You're just messaging frantically, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the recaps, grower. I guess I'll watch those tonight on YouTube, on the tube, because I guess it was a lot going on. And I'm shocked that Trina blocked Rose. Like,
She blocked a lot of people today after that
You
live.
next.
She said she blocked a lot of people.
Okay, shut up.
You next. You got us
I
up
left.
here talking about this. You next.
Who, me?
Yep.
I'm
You
impartial.
are not
I'm like the
exempt.
nicest person on this app.
Exactly. That's what Yummy
I
down here
can't
in the
believe
comments talking about. She about to catch a stray. I said, no, she's not. She's not going
You
to do
are
that.
next, ma'am.
Tiffany, I can't believe you didn't peep yesterday when they were on there. All that was going on in your face right there in the
Yeah.
live. I can't
It
believe you
was a
didn't see
lot
that.
going on. Yeah, it was a
It was
lot
just
going
so
on.
much going on. I'm
That's
just like,
true.
and you know, I got a squirrel's brain. I can only listen to one thing. So Rose giving the recap, regardless of the panel, you know, not saying the panel was doing that. I'm not saying that, but you know, when people be coughing and shit, people's smoke detectors should be beeping. I don't be paying attention. I be trying to
Oh,
like,
it'd be too much.
yeah, I just can only focus on one thing at a time. And I can't even, like right now talking to you guys, I'm not even reading the comments. I can only focus on like one thing at a time. But I keep seeing this person, Carmel Joy, in the comments, just like, they says comment, we were rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. Like, baby, I'm not banned and I didn't lose followers. I'm just trying to figure out what happened, you know?
Well, maybe it's
Um,
because we were in the comments, so we didn't. Yeah, everything wasn't going on. But from the comments, it's like, damn, like you know, the stuff she was saying kind of just was like hitting. Like, damn, I could feel that, and I'm down here. Like, what did
Exactly.
yeah,
she?
yeah.
Comment section be rolling, boy. They be
The comment section is its own, it
windmilling.
has its own algorithm. So
Yes.
it does what it does. You just kind of leave them to their own devices. You know what I mean? Um, the live, Sweet and Low, they said the live, if you go to Messy TikTok News on YouTube, you'll be able to find, I guess, a lot of the recaps of what happened over the course of a day or two. So, yeah. Somebody said the shade really wasn't Bella's live. Who was shading? And when did Bella go live? I thought she only goes live on Sundays.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah, the
was shut in
courtroom.
there.
It was the courtroom, yeah.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where between Trina and Rose shade
Oh
was
yeah, it
happening
started in the
then?
morning. It would be
Yeah.
like little ones, but the big daggers it started in yours, and then yeah, it was smart.
Look at her face. She's like,
I
Oh,
oh,
think
I'm gonna
you.
shit.
be next. Trina, don't block me,
I
babe.
think you added the cherry on top with the cash app because she was already mad with the love that she was getting in the comments and everybody just praising her. And then when you said what's your cash app, I really do think that just
Yeah,
added.
you put the nail on the coffin when you said,
I
oh,
was
Rose, that was
I just
stellar.
feel
That
like
was
you
just,
should pay people for their work. That's just me, you know?
She already kind of probably was upset, but that cash app for sure did it. Cause it's like, and now this bitch can't compensate it. Like, yeah.
Oh no, gosh. It's a good thing I didn't tell her how much I sent. You know what I mean? But no, y'all, I'm not next. Trina, I
nosy.
like Trina. Trina likes me. Don't do me.
That
Okay.
don't mean shit. You everybody getting blocked,
Girl, we
Stephanie.
all
Liking
thought
don't
she
mean
liked us. And then we all got blocked. You next.
Everybody got blocked today. You can get it. You can get it. You can.
Y'all
you
don't do me
probably
like
blocked right
that.
now. If you pause and take a look, you probably blocked
You
right
better go check.
No, don't do me like that. I don't do me like that.
as we speak.
Okay. She's like, oh, she's not defending me. Block.
No, it's not that I'm not defending. I wanted to know what was going on.
Yeah.
No, if you don't go down and sign up for the U.S. Army behind her, you get
Okay.
blocked.
Right. You should have blocked us. Look, you should have knocked us out the page by now. I mean, Jesus.
I should have dropped all y'all, huh?
Yeah, she's trying to figure out why you even talking to us.
Lord, that is crazy. And it's just it's so crazy because like, you know, it take like to like again because I don't know the full story because Trina's not here, but like to just know that all this is going on, knowing that you, K Dub, and Rose were, you know, it takes dedication. Like if I were gonna help someone crowdfund for something, and I was like, all right, you know I can hold a good crowd, come to my live, and we're just gonna spend like 4 hours doing our best to get you to your goal. That's work. So to hear that all this transcribed after, you know, you guys had all collectively worked together, like it's just heartbreaking, you know, it's just heartbreaking. So Hold on, let me see who's trying to get in the box.
I'm just came down to to let you know what you
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
I wanted to I tried to message you, but I don't know how TikTok messages work.
Here, let me follow you
But
back.
I had seen you had posted an issue about someone that used to live over top of me. And I have like video of this woman literally threatening to unalive me with a pum pum. And yeah, she used to live over top of me. I don't know if you can recall, but she was the makeup artist who was like hours late to a wedding, and she like tried to assault the bride and messed up their venue and everything like that.
Was this last year?
I can't hear you.
Was this last year?
I think her name was like Dex is up next.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go down the TikTok.
Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me? I think because you don't sound muffled. I can hear you.
Okay, let me get down and then possibly come up.
Okay, and come back because we got to know. Ooh, I remember that story, but did I cover it? I thought did I cover it? I remember the story I remember the story vividly. I remember that because it had to. I do remember that story. Let me get him back in here. I remember the story clear as day. Yes, because I remember. Hey, Couture.
I don't know. See, I don't know. Maybe I need to switch to my other phone. I'm gonna come right back.
Okay, come
Because
right back.
I'm gonna come right back on my other phone. Maybe I need to switch because the evidence, I have the videos on this phone. So I'll come right back.
Okay, come right back. Ooh, I remember that story. I remember it. Okay, if you guys don't know the story, let me get you up to speed before they come back. So what happened was this woman had booked a makeup artist, and I think they had did like a test run of, you know how like makeup artists do it. They'll be like, oh, let's do your test makeup first to make sure I have your shade and all that other stuff. Well, it was for a wedding, and I remember it. And then the artist came late and then did the girl's makeup, and then the girl was like, well, I think that because you're late, I'm gonna knock some money off of the total amount. And then they got into a big altercation. I remember that. I was so curious. Whatever, I always often look at my stories like, whatever happened to those stories? Well, it looked like the stories resurfaced. Ooh, chow. Ooh, I can't wait till they come back. And Atlanta, I can't remember where it was. I cannot remember where it was. But it was a good story. You remember? Yeah, I remember that one. I don't know their pronouns, so I'll just say they their audio was messing up, so they're gonna come back and on a different device. Sounds like a GC. Oh, they're back on y'all. It did get to the same neighborhood talk.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Okay, so I can't hear you. But
do you have do you have a Bluetooth in?
Let me.
Can somebody in the comments type, do you have your Bluetooth
I cannot hear. Oh my God, I don't know why TikTok is saying this.
Wait 1 second. 1 second. Read the comment here.
Yeah, I can read the comments. Everything is going normal. I just can't hear you.
But did you see what it says?
No, my Bluetooth is off.
Because we can hear you.
No, I don't have nothing connected to this phone. The Bluetooth is off. This is gonna get me so upset.
Oh, because we can hear hear you. Oh gosh, I wish you could hear us because we can hear you.
He has to, y'all. It's too much to say. He
Oh
has
my
to
gosh.
completely shut out the TikTok app. Like you know how like you swipe up on your phone to exit out all of your apps that you got open. He has to completely do that and start it over.
Okay, so can somebody in the comments type close out the app completely? Yeah, force close. Yeah, someone type in the comments, force close the app. Gosh, I want that story, y'all. Because not her threatening him. I knew she was violent. I should have known it. I should have known to check on. I should have known to do a recap on that story. Ooh, chow. I remember that story clear as day. Let me. Chow. Messy. 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 Y'all messy tonight. I see. He said, let me warm up the tea kettle. Okay, they're back, y'all. Hold on. Oh, this is J to the L. Hold on.
Okay, not being messy or anything, but where can we, the audience members, go and get a recap of this story on your page while we waiting on them?
Let me hold on 1 second. I got my other phone. Let me see if I can find it while we wait for them to come back, okay?
Okay, not being messy, just research purpose.
Yeah. Gosh. I can't y'all, it was last year. You gotta give me a second to do the scrolling. Okay, give me a second, y'all. Hold on. Let's see if I could. I'm trying to remember keywords of that story.
Can somebody type the story in the comments to help us out? Goddamn, Couture Ali, they deleted the app and reinstalled it. Goddamn.
Okay, I'm gonna search. I searched Chief Nosy wedding makeup. Hopefully that story pops up. God, I hope it does. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find the story. Oh, wait. I think they're back in the box.
Okay, when you find it, can you repost it to the top? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to pin it to the
Okay,
top.
yes, now I can hear you. Okay. I said, now I can hear you. So I wasn't going to tell the story until like I had left, cause I'm moving, but,
Okay.
so I seen that and I'm like, oh my God, that girl lives on top of me. Now, don't get me wrong. Atlanta is full of BBLs and,
Okay, it is
construction.
Atlanta.
Yeah. And, with construction, these buildings, they put them up quick to move people in. Atlanta's money hungry. But she lived over top of me and she would stomp. Like, I have recordings of her walking at 4 a.m. in the morning, 6 a.m. 5, it's not like she had a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But she would stomp. And, I had contacted her and was like, letting her know, like, hey, love, do you mind, lightening up your footsteps, your foot traffic and things like that?
What was her
Because
name? Can you tell us her name?
Dex up next.
Dex up next. DEX up next.
Yes, DEX up next. She actually has, remember, let me see if you can hear it.
All the way from the beginning so that we can understand the whole story. Everybody is talking about, oh, the MUA was lying. Well, guess what? The MUA is right here about to tell her story. So let's get to the bottom line. Okay, so
That's her.
Where is that posted at?
That's on TikTok. All you have to do, Fairy Thug Mother. If you put in that all together, Dex, like DEXUPNEXT, Her account will come up with all the videos.
Let me go to her page while you're talking. I'm listening.
So, you know, she like, I was telling her multiple times, you know, and I really try not to be a nuisance and things like that, but it was to the point of where it was like jump scare moments. Like she was walking so heavy. And I reached out to her multiple times, and it was like, oh, I'm not even home. Nobody lives with me. It's only me and a Yorkie. Well, of course it's not the Yorkie. So, you know, days go on and days progress, and, you know, she's doing the same thing. And I just, you know, had enough. So I reached out to her on Instagram. I'm gonna find the receipts. I reached out to her on Instagram, letting her know, like, you know, like, this is happening again. So she says, oh, I don't live on top of you. You got me mistaken for someone else. Like, you know, stop, you know, harassing me. And I'm like, okay,
you don't know your neighbors or something.
Right. I'm like, okay, well, my apologies. Cause, you know, I don't want, you know, I don't want to call out the wrong person if it's not her. So I go to the leasing office and I let it be known, like the apartment above me is making a lot of noise through these hours of the night. Well, come to find out, you live on top of me, like I said. So she gets mad and she writes me on Instagram like, oh, you're a weird ass bitch. You went to the office to tell on me. Like, who does that? Cussing me out. And I'm like,
but I thought you ain't live above him.
Right. I thought you didn't live above me. You said, oh, I don't have nobody living here with me. It's only a Yorkie. Okay. Well, when I go outside to the dog park and I look above my apartment, she used to leave her Yorkie outside all day, barking. And if you guys ever live in a enclosed area with a dog that barks consistently all day, it echoes in that area. So, she was just like really inconsistent. So she started talking about how I do makeup like a kindergartner and all of these things of the things. And, you know, she's from here and I'm not from here, but I'm the one who got, you know, MUA of the year in Atlanta and she didn't. So let's talk about it.
First, let me ask, what's your pronouns?
I'm a boy. I'm a male. Yeah. Okay. I don't do all that pronoun stuff. I'm black.
Okay. We got to ask. Okay. And then 2, so when you reached out to her on Instagram and she was like, no, I don't know who you are. I don't live there, but blase swaze. When she finally cussed you out, like, how you going to call the leasing office on me? Did she know you were also an MUA?
Yeah, because, how I found her is, my fiance went to walk the dogs one day and he was like, oh, it's some girl that live on top of us and she's doing hair and makeup out her house or whatever. She got the door wide open and she's playing music. Like it's the projects. We didn't move here for that. So I'm like, okay. So being the fact that when you live in your unit, you know who's on top of you if you go outside your unit and look up, you know? So I followed that method and I just went upstairs. I knocked on her door. She didn't answer. So I put, you know, my business card in there. And then I like seen her on Instagram or whatever. And she had followed me. So I followed her back. So she knew I was an MUA. I like I said, I contacted her. I don't want to say professionally, but in a respectful manner because you saying it's not you. So I don't want to just put it all on you like, oh, yes, it is you. It is you. But once she started talking, once she started getting mad because the leasing office contacted her, she storming around the house screaming. I have the recording. I'ma fuck this gay nigga up. Da 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 da. And then she, like I said, we live in a enclosed area. So anything, if I open the door and I scream outside, all of my neighbors will wake up because it echoes so loud.
Yeah.
So, she storms outside, right?